Hi guys, I'm Sheena the Sports Report Girl here with another edition of In The Crease, my weekly recap of the top stories from the National Hockey League. So, in the immortal words of Freddie Mercury, another one bites the dust. Last week it was Michel Therrien in Pittsburgh. This week it's Tom Renney in New York. After starting the season red hot, the Rangers have been free-falling for quite a while, winning only 2 of their last 12 games, with one of those 2 wins coming against the lowly Islanders. Needless to say, the fans have been calling for their coach's head for weeks. Monday morning, their collective pleas were answered as Renney was tossed out on his ear. Early word has it disciplinarian John Tortorella would replace him. In retrospect, the team may wish they had kept the laid-back Renney around. Who else out there knows how to handle Sean Avery, a player they desperately need if they have any hopes of returning to last season's winning ways? Another team in the midst of a similar decline is the Montreal Canadiens. The year began with so much promise but has turned into one of disappointment and frustration. The Habs, celebrating their centennial season, shined as hosts of the Midseason Classic, but they have only won 4 of their last 16 games. In addition to that, L'Artiste was told to skip a recent road trip due to his inartistic play, and the brothers Kostitsyn have been acting like characters from a Robert Ludlum novel. Well, actually, come to think of it, they're acting more like characters from a Judd Apatow comedy. On a positive note, though, Kovalev did return from his sabbatical looking rejuvenated, scoring a goal and adding 2 assists in their victory over the Senators. But the Canadiens better start stringing some wins together before the coach of the Habs becomes the former coach of the Habs not. Staying north of the border, how about the homecoming Mats Sundin received Saturday night when his new team played the Maple Leafs for the first time since he joined the Canucks? There was a ton of hype leading up to the game, and some lingering sore feelings from a few Toronto fans who still hold a grudge over Sundin nixing a trade during his last season with the Leafs. In retrospect, can you really blame those fans for being upset? Last year he said he didn't want to be a rental player, that he'd want to win a cup with a team from start to finish. Yet this year he joins the Canucks mid-season. Why the change of heart? Despite some early tension, 13 good years weren't going to be forgotten easily. And when he received a prolonged standing ovation after a video tribute, his emotions got the better of him. But with the game remaining tied after the overtime, the stage was set for a classic Hollywood ending. An ending which Sundin delivered in style, scoring the shootout goal which sealed the victory for his new team and left the fans of his former club yearning for the days of old. And finally, NBC's Game of the Week didn't exactly live up to its billing, considering the Capitals had the game in hand by the end of the second frame. But I didn't feel completely gypped, and that is because a new feud was born. After bearing the hatchet last month with fellow countryman Evgeny Malkin, Alexander the Great found a way to get under Sid the Kid's skin. A little pushing, a little shoving, and a little taunting has led the 2 biggest stars in the league to publicly declare their dislike for one another. If only Vince McMahon were commissioner, we might actually have something here. Okay guys, that is it for this edition of In The Crease, but please don't forget to leave your comments, and if you like the show, be sure to subscribe and please tell your friends. See you back here next week. Bye-bye.